Hi guys, this is a very quick video on how to craft your Plexus story, okay? When people hear share your story, sometimes they immediately think that they need some big dramatic weight loss testimony or just this huge health testimony. I got to be at the finish line before I can actually tell people why I love this stuff. But the truth is that that's not true at all. Your story does not have to be perfect. It does not have to be polished. It just has to be real. So what we're doing here isn't convincing people, right? We're not trying to persuade and convince when we open the doors of conversation and when we tell people our story, okay? We're simply sharing something that we're excited about and we're inviting people into the conversation and to be curious. So, one of the biggest mistakes that people make in this, and I did it myself as well, is discounting who in your world might actually need this stuff, whether it's the products and or the business. Someone in your circle may be struggling with their health. Someone may be completely overwhelmed with stress. Somebody may quietly be praying for another stream, a source of income. I checked almost all those boxes. And to be honest, when I shared Plexus the first time on Facebook many years ago, people who raised their hand and said, I need this stuff, didn't even come to mind and were nowhere on my list of who I would have written down to reach out to or to talk to about this. So there's a lot of power in just simply saying, hey, I am trying this thing and I am excited to do it. I'm looking forward to this. So far, I've noticed this because you never know who's in your circle that's going to raise their hand to say, I want to try this too. I might need this too. So the goal of your story isn't to persuade people. It's simply to share your experience, open conversation, and just allow people to decide if they're curious about it. And the easiest way to do that is to keep it really simple. So this is a very simple three-step framework. There's a PDF attached under this video. It's three parts for you to sit down and be very intentional and just kind of craft out your Plexus story, okay? This is super easy, you guys. Don't overthink this. The first part is, where were you before Plexus? What was going on in your life before Plexus? How did you feel before Plexus? How was your stress, your energy, your sleep, your finances, all the things? Where were you before? The second part, why you said yes to Plexus. What made you say, I want to try this stuff. I want to try Plexus. I want to order these products and maybe take a look at this opportunity. Maybe it was a friend that you trusted that you followed. Maybe you were just simply ready for a change, or maybe you're just somebody who's curious. There's no wrong reason here. And the third part is, what are you excited about now? What are you hopeful about? What are you already noticing? What are you excited to see happen? So, and I just want to encourage you and really plant this in your mind too, the notion of small wins. When I started my Plexus journey, I was drinking a sugar-free Red Bull and eating a Reese's cup every afternoon between like 2 and 3 o'clock, which I know it sounds ludicrous to say that combo, but that was something I reached for. A sugar-free energy drink, sugar-free Red Bull, and chocolate. And that was something I noticed within the first 2 weeks is I wasn't wanting either one anymore. I haven't had a sugar-free Red Bull. I've had chocolate, of course, but I stopped drinking energy drinks 12 years ago when I started Plexus. So you never know who in your circle needs that as well, right? So that's it. It doesn't need to be long, doesn't need to be dramatic. You don't need some before, after, amazing testimony. Like I said, a few honest sentences that of yours that you're passionate, you're very energetic about. That's enough. People connect with real people sharing real experiences. And last thing, remember, you're not doing this alone. You have a team of people who are here to help you, help you have these conversations and help you answer questions with people and just support you along in this journey in the process. So your job is simply to start the conversation. Keep it simple, speak from experience, and don't overthink it. The last thing I want to say, and this is really important, your story matters more than you think.